we're going to start with, we're going to start from the close guard. You know, a lot of times, especially people that have difficulty opening the guard, you know, what you want to do is they want to try to work on the posture, right? So they can at least attempt to open guard. So as soon as the person starts to posture, they grab. If you're on your back, first thing you want to do is to break that posture, because it's very difficult to do anything to someone that has really good posture. So first things first is you want to pinch your heel and knees in, right? Well, I've shown this to many of you, so this is just the entry part. So I'm going to squeeze my heels to his tailbone and look, you know, lift my hip and walk towards his hip. Notice Guy's body, as soon as I start to pinch my heel, look at his body move backwards. It's a little bit difficult for him to continue to lean forward because now my hip is on his hip. I'm just walking. If I can use here, right? So now, as soon as I loosen his posture, I'm just going to bring my leg up towards his head. See? Look at his body. Like picking up the roots, right? Pulling him from the roots up, block, or here, depending on what you want. But it doesn't really matter because you can always choose how you're going to attack the arm. If you come here, you can, you know, here, or what you do is he wants to sit up, he needs to post. It's difficult for the person in the guard to post without, to sit up without posting, so they have to post. So you choose, it doesn't matter which arm you post. So he posts, come on, sit up. See that? Good. 1, 2, 3. Look at my left knee. My left knee is going to try to block his shoulder. The reason why is that if I just continue to pull his arm and I'm not blocking his shoulder, and I pull, he pulls his arm. He can defend. By blocking his shoulder, I have better isolation, right? So look, I'm going to bring my leg up and I'm going to pivot my hip away from him as I turn my body. So look at my hip, right? So I'm going to have him listen to my hand. And then, a lot of big guys here, so instead of just throwing your leg and clamping down, hit your knees. See, look what I'm doing. I'm just walking away, right? I push ahead. Now I bring my heel down and look at the angle of my foot. I'm going to clamp and turn away from him. So get up, Guy. Get up. So now this one's just going to make sure I isolate him. Notice not here on the upper body. I pinch. No, look at his thumb. Make sure his thumb's up. Always want to keep your chin down. It's down. It doesn't require a whole lot. But this is what I would like to see everyone do is once you go in the posture, 1, 2, 3. Look at this forearm. Forearm always on your chest, look to your chest. Different ways to control that arm. Grab your lapel, use your wrist to isolate the hand, or if you're not comfortable, cup it, tuck your elbow. Put the hand on the ear, and for those of you that are flexible enough, throw your heel out and clamp. Look at my knees below my hip. You do not want your knees above towards your upper body. That's not always, the case where when you throw, he starts to lean forward, right? Look what I'm going to do. Now I finish it. So you're going to, as he comes up, I'm going to grab his armpit and I'm going to turn my hip towards his head using my right leg and my arm, and extend it, and I have his arm right here. Right? So one more time. You can stand up and walk around so you have a better idea of what's going on. So here he postures, pinch my heel, walk up, right? I can break the grip, pull him down. Here, 1, 2, and 3. See, look at my knee. My knee is below my hip, not above my hip. Once my knee comes above my hip, before I bring my left leg over, he's going to come forward and smash it. Right? By keeping my knee below my hip, I clamp down his back. And I can stop him. I can grab his pants and hold him there. Yeah? Done. Move here. See? Here. So now, he comes up. He defends, right? Arm bar, he defends the arm. I'm going to push his arm across, right? Open it, right? 1, across to make sure that he doesn't roll. Now the key here is not to crank that arm. You make sure that he tapped with minimal movement. I'm going to squeeze him. I'm going to squeeze his shoulder. As I squeeze his shoulder, I make sure his hand is up. Now I'm going to push him with my hip towards the mat and watch him tap before I even start cranking. That's it. Look. I'm going to push and turn. Got it. Okay, so from the arm bar, you're here. Here. Look. He starts to defend, you block. You open, he starts to pull the arm, close it. He wants to block, let him block. Squeeze, and that's it. Now, if he straightens his arm, nothing. Cup the elbow, put the hand to your neck, clamp it down. Your right wrist, you're going to roll it over his tricep, which is above the elbow, and look. Right? That doesn't work. Here. 1, 2, and 3. Go back to the same thing. Or you do a more block. Right? For those of you that don't like Guy, you come here. He wants to turn, push that arm, and block it. Here. Lift, finish. Right. Remember, down and out. Big circle. So look at his neck. He doesn't tap. Look. Here. He doesn't tap. Here. He keeps defending. He keeps coming up. Look. So you always have all these submissions. You just have to start thinking quick. You notice it's harder for him to come up because he's below my hip. Come forward. See? If I come up. This is what happens when the person defends well is your knee comes above your hip. Right? The second you start doing this, you pull him. It's too late. It's harder. Right? You can always switch it up and then start doing something else. Any question? Yes?
When you go to switch from